What's going on, guys? It's Troydan here, and today we're watching NASCAR's funniest moments. But before we get to that, something that's not funny, today the legend Kyle Busch has passed away at 41 years of age. I'm not the biggest NASCAR follower, I'll be honest, but I definitely knew that name. That dude was a legend, and he will be missed greatly. So we will dedicate this video to him, NASCAR's funniest moments. Let's go.
NASCAR is an intense sport, but with intensity does come some wacky moments, like when animals are on the racetrack, fans go to see drivers during the race, drivers just being stupid, and pure entertainment value of racing.
Wait, you're saying stupid because he's wearing a COVID mask?
Wacky moments, just like this one in 2013. You probably don't remember.
Hold on. Sorry. 160 laps?
During the race, NASCAR had to throw a caution and alter the race because there was a grass fire in turn number 3. You even had to have a car come out there with a fire extinguisher and put this small fire out. This small fire basically altered the race and threw out a caution for NASCAR to group the field back together, and then they got back going. In the height of the pandemic in 2020, NASCAR had to find creative ways to still broadcast races. They were under contract with Fox and NBC, so Fox went out there and did a really smart thing. They wanted to broadcast some iRacing races. Let the drivers race for fun. It's a video game, right? And let some funny moments happen. And Clint Boyer, who was by far the comedic show of this, definitely had some great moments, but none would be as hilarious as this one when he blew up.
Oh, no!
There you have it.
No!
That's a good idea.
Are you blown up, Boyer? Oh, man, you gotta be
Man, all these sports
me.
got so
Probably
creative
should have got out from
during
behind
COVID.
I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not. I'm not laughing. I think I. Oh, man, Larry, what happened? Well, you didn't pit when I told you to pit. Are you kidding me?
When Kevin Harvick had something flash before his eyes, literally.
Is it a Jimmy John's? What is that? Was that a muskrat?
What was that?
What the?
Almost hit a cat.
There was a cat?
Right in front of me.
What the fuck is the cat doing there? It ain't funny.
Oh, I thought I'd seen it.
Man, look at all the Jimmy John logos.
He's had pretty good luck so far.
How does a cat get that? Is that really a cat?
Yeah,
Oh my
it
god.
has got there, but
Sheesh.
And we might have another sighting of wildlife in
What?
the area.
Squirrel sitting over in turns 3 and 4.
A squirrel?
I would not doubt if they threw a caution.
Oh my.
It's kind of running around out there. They tried to catch it before the race. Just keep that in mind. What is it? It's a squirrel. It's not wearing a helmet. Not one of them squirrels. A real squirrel.
Wearing a helmet? What does that mean?
One of NASCAR's oldest racetracks, Atlanta Motor Speedway, has always put on some fantastic racing, but they even had wild racing when squirrels were on the track. And I'm not talking about the idiots in the back of the pack, I'm talking about a real-life squirrel. During the 2014 Atlanta night race, while Kevin Harvick was dominating the night, a squirrel ran across the
I thought you
track,
said it was a
and
cat.
a lot of drivers saw it, and it made for some hilarious radio between teams.
That is kind of funny then. I was like, how did a cat get there? That cat would be a little bit quicker too, I would think. What is
Biffle is the lucky dog. He'll come around and be the
Biffle?
33rd
Oh, he just
car on
passed
the
away
lead
too,
lap.
man.
Tanya Stewart's
Oh, at least he's on.
When you start bump drafting the
That was
pace car,
funny.
he's looking for some fun.
What is it? Can someone explain what is happening here?
Smiling.
Oh, yeah, he's having a big time.
Is that Corvette? It is a Corvette. Corvette.
NASCAR has asked Tony to back off a little bit.
Like, I don't understand what's happening in the slightest. Like, I'm not even pretending. I have no idea what's going on right now. What is this car doing? Who is this? Is this a fan?
Tony Stewart was easily the most
fan contest?
aggressive and hot-headed NASCAR driver in the mid-2000s. There was nobody who could challenge him in temperness, but Tony Stewart held that crown. But even though Tony Stewart was by far the most aggressive driver on the racetrack, he had a very funny side to him. During one of the Texas races in 2006, Tony Stewart had a very, very, very dominant car, and nobody could touch him. So he decided to have some fun and to caution with the pace car driver.
And since Guy Fieri wasn't available, here is our tire chef du jour, Larry McReynolds.
Well, Mike, you've heard Jamie and Regan
Here's
talking
his
about
stapler?
drivers saying, I feel like I'm just grinding the tires away. Remember, this surface at Atlanta Motor Speedway is 24 years old.
325
but
laps?
I still have my course file from a year ago, and what it's like is it's just like grinding on this tire. You can just see it the rubber just peels off. And that's what's happening every corner of every lap with those race tires at that Atlanta Motor Speedway.
What is this guy doing?
It's just grinding the rubber off that tire, and that's what those drivers are feeling. Same tire, same file from a year ago.
Larry, do you have any idea how many internet memes have been formed from you grinding on that tire?
It still lives, Mike. It still lives.
That's true.
One of the oldest tracks in the NASCAR schedule, Atlanta Motor Speedway, was recently repaved to configure this hybrid super speedway racing like Daytona and Talladega. But before that, the tires would wear exponentially fast on this 1.5-mile track. During the run, when the race was pretty stale and nothing was really going on, Larry McReynolds decided to do a demonstration of how the tires would wear at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And needless to say, him bringing out the cheese grater was the funniest thing I've ever seen.
Oh, that was a cheese grater. I've never seen a cheese grater like that in my life.
Rain delays
An American
absolutely
cheese
suck
grater?
if you're a NASCAR fan. You cannot race and you cannot drive the track if it's still raining. So what do? Usually TV will go interview drivers, and honestly, it's a great thing to do. You get to see the driver's personality, you get to see them lighten up a little bit, and it's great. So rain delays do offer some of that. And this interview between Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin is just pure entertainment. Just watch this.
Did he?
Ready, and so are the teams. We're going to continue to bring you the storylines. Luckily, it is a race, a place where there are plenty of stories, and Marty is with a driver who probably has some to tell. It would be what? Cash's buddy's dad, Kyle Larson.
Sure, that works, Krista. I'm buying that. And so I wanted to find Kyle Larson, and I figured I would find Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Denny Hamlin as well. And, of course, I did. So we were seeing Cash Boyer playing with toys. Let's see what the adult kids play with, because these guys have found a little rain delay to be the time to play video games.
What is this?
I'm shocked this is what you're doing, Larson.
Why, is that an Asian joke?
No, I'm saying you always are playing video games, racing games,
Asian
or golf games.
What's
this
going on
game's
with
a
this
golf game.
Yeah, we're in here playing a little PGA.
Is he Asian?
I know. I'll probably get.
Oh my God, he
is
Asian, isn't he?
I'm Asian, so I could say it.
Oh, I couldn't tell. It's hard to tell. Your name is Kyle.
Yeah, we're in here playing.
And you're in
golf. We can't play
NASCAR.
outside in the rain right now, but hopefully it dries up. We get out there racing. My car felt really good the last couple days, so hopefully we can get out there.
All right, let's set the whole scene here. So we got Kyle, we got Denny, we got Stenhouse, there's Josh Peterman, friend of everybody in the garage area, hanging out. JP, heck of a basketball player.
He's going out with his feed.
How's your golf game on video game, Denny?
I'm the worst. So we're doing low ball, low total now. We have two-man teams. Kyle's the best, of course, because he is Asian. And
is
I'm
he
the worst at the video games. So
are you sure?
It's these two.
Let me see him drive.
Sorry, right, Stenhouse, can you save this interview in some way?
No, I don't. I can't help my two friends. But JP and I are going to win this game. I hope we get out on the racetrack soon. I think.
Bro, I feel like I'm having a
so
shroom relapse.
We're going to have to catch him on this video game and on the racetrack.
Jesus,
well, here's
quality
proof
that
that it's full moon Saturday night. Experts say it's best to water lawns in the early evening or early morning, around 3 a.m. So. Note to the grounds crew, deactivate the sprinklers on race night, please.
Yes, I'd say we have a small 911 here.
What? What's the problem with that?
Winner, but this, well...
Was he even close to the track, was he?
I've never been wrecked by a wrecker. Natalie Decker trying to push
What is he doing
off the track after
Why is he in
being
the
involved
truck?
in an incident, and then
I think she wanted to turn on the pit
NASCAR
road,
has
and
trunks?
the record driver didn't realize that, and she was trying to hit the brakes, and
he was on the gas.
He was on the gas.
I don't know if I would consider this funny or bizarre or whatever it goes in a category, but this is something hilarious to watch. Denny Hamlin impressively drove around Sonoma, a road course with right turns and left turns, blinded because his hood had flew open and was on his windshield.
Stevie Wonder could drive that.
Move by Hamlin that he was still able to be decently competitive for those couple laps he was out there until he brought it to pit road.
Johnson, who leads the bad news for Denny Hamlin. That's some
Man, that's going to be dangerous. How is he doing? It reminds me of my windshield wipers wouldn't work in the rain.
He's got to be.
That's probably quite similar.
Out the driving window.
Yeah, okay. Here's what happens.
Did they still have cigarette-sponsored cars back in the day?
When he
it was like a player's light car. It might have been F1,
he's keeping
though.
this thing on the racetrack right now. Maybe his spotter's around, but he's doing a
this
great
is crazy.
job.
How is he saying?
Speed,
is he using
telepathy? Let's go back to the pit
stop
here. If you see the pit stop, he comes down pit road, and when the NASCAR official reaches up under that, I want you to see the NASCAR official when he walks over to the grill, or to the hood. He'll walk over and he'll flop it. Watch how much.
Dude, those
it
guys in
moves
white look
down,
like.
up and down when he walks over.
I don't want to say it.
And he grabs the hood. They go to the other side.
It rhymes with
officials right here. He'll walk
bland.
in. You see him push
It
it
looks
down.
like the
Watch
part
him
of the
lift it
bland.
up. Look how much that moved up and down. It got so much air up under it that it sheared those hood pins. There's nothing he could do about it. The official checked it. It was right. But you carry so much speed around
When does it
this
pop
place
up?
that this is
Oh,
what
dude,
happens
bro, I wish I could
because
see
you
his
couldn't
face.
fix it under green. Now they've got to come back in under green. Hood's wiped out. They can't get the
Oh, it's the
hinges
worst
down.
pit ever, right?
Martinsville Speedway, we'd love to have a better shot of turn 1, but Ross Chastain has decided to stand right in front of our camera.
Oh, what a penis.
Upcoming star Ross Chastain wanted to have a little fun with NBC, and he definitely did.
You want to have some fun, whip out your butthole.
He
That'll
heaves
show.
that baby up into the stands.
Game over.
What? Look at the size of that dude. Holy shit. You look like 3 Santas.
Well, Bubba's got a nice.
Bubba Wallace?
He throws a nice football, but wait till you see Coy LaJoy.
Now, wait
I don't even know how I
Sir,
know
you don't
these
get to
names.
keep
How do I know
that.
Bubba Wallace?
You do get to throw it back.
Oh, it'll come back. Here it's coming. It's coming. Here we go.
He's
Look at
got
this.
an arm.
Do you see that? That looks like
bullet.
Santa
There
XXXXXXXL.
They're
Dude,
still
they
at
miss
it.
his class.
That LaJoy's kid's got an arm.
Oh, watch him. He can heave
Bro,
that
what
ball.
are we doing
It's
here?
going to be tough for one of those fans to get it back over the fence from
there.
Dude, that's how we
20
give people
rows or 10
COVID.
rows.
No, dude, that's how
Rain delays
hantavirus
in
starts.
NASCAR suck. There's nothing worse than a rain delay when you're excited for the race
Oh,
to
it's a
begin,
rain delay.
and it can't because it's raining. But hey, I will admit it makes for some great TV, and it makes for some great moments for drivers to interact with fans. And this is what Bubba Wallace
Damn,
and Corey
Bubba
LaJoy
Wallace
did
jacked.
at Michigan in 2018. They decided to play some football with fans in the stands, and it was great. Imagine you're one of NASCAR's most elite drivers. The playoffs are fixing to
homeless
start,
man?
and you're just trying to coast your way into the postseason to have a great race at Watkins Glen, just a couple races until the playoffs. And then you look out your right side window and you see a fan sticking something in there saying, "Can you sign this?"
Oh, I thought he was
There's
asking
no
for
way
money.
This will probably ever happen again in another NASCAR race. But this was so funny to see a fan hop the fence during NASCAR racing at a red flag at Watkins Glen and ask for Matt Kenseth's autograph. One of Matt Kenseth's funniest moments behind the wheel in the Cup Series.
Been a lot of anticipation, obviously, with Cletus in the field. I know
Cletus?
this isn't how you wanted
Sorry, he
it
looked
to
like a Cletus.
come to a close. What was your experience like as a whole?
Well, I was having the best day of my life, ripping around Daytona like a bald eagle. It's flat out, you know.
He looks like a hillbilly
Avoided
Dirk
a wreck,
Nowinski.
which was awesome. I thought I was the best driver to ever exist in that moment. And it's probably because my sleeves were cut off that I was able to pull off that maneuver, come down pit road. Then someone slammed into my rear left quarter, spun me out, lived through that, got some fresh tires, went back out there. I'm hot dogging into 1 and 2. And,
Hell yeah.
The car lost it in front of me, and I saw it, didn't have enough brakes to get slowed down before it, and tried to go around it, misread it, zigged instead of zagged when I should have zagged, and I zigged, and bam!
Zigzag.
Blew the front end right off my hot rod.
I don't know what he said. Darrell Wallace Jr. That card looks cool.
Trying to sink down the front stretch.
Clicking
so
close.
Let's not do that the rest of the day. All right, I'll just be an ass then. Whatever.
He was clicking close.
In here. Just keep moving forward. You can act any way you want. Simple. I mean, did I at least get like a foot tap or a head nod from any of y'all? Dale liked it. Dale enjoyed it.
Dale!
That's right.
Raise hell out!
And he's
Raise
got
hell,
the
praise
car
Dale.
that's
What did I just do?
Totally covered in mud, and he hollers on the radio, "Richard, I need to pit."
Raise hell, praise
And Richard says, "Dale, I hate to come in and pit and lose all that track position." And Dale comes on the radio and says, "I'm going to be off the radio for a few minutes." And then you see Dale driving with his knee and got
What
one head, and
in
he's
the
cleaning
act-
the windshield off.
His impersonation of
Was that real?
the window cleaner at your service station.
It's like a floor mop.
He got a whiffer swiffer. What are they called? Swiffer whiffer.
Turn it over, get it down there. He's trying to get a different grip. Vince, what's he got to say about that?
You know, actually, that
Swiffer.
was made for him in case the windows started fogging up on the inside. He could actually use it to clear off the windows
That's
on
funny,
the
man.
inside should they be fogging, and I think he's just getting a little creative. You know what? I think Carl Edwards just has too much fun when he's out there on the racetrack.
I'd give anything for a pair of... Oh, it's over? They just said it's over. All right, so it was a great race, a lot of fun, and see y'all next week.
I made a lot of notes for this.
My God,
event.
there's
They're
a
closing
bunny?
in on it now. We've
Oh,
got
my- dude, this is awful, man. That thing looks so scared.
That rabbit gets through this this gate, I guarantee you. There you go.
You ain't catching anything.
There's no way
Holy
they're
shit, that
catching that
is a
rabbit.
fast ass bunny rabbit. Look at that thing. It's a race thing.
I'm getting tired watching.
You know, there's a pedestrian tunnel over by turn 3. He may just run over to that.
How does he get
head
out
on
here?
out of here?
I think you're being a little optimistic,
Yeah,
Phil.
very quite.
He's taking photos, man.
I don't think he's properly credentialed to be on the infield either.
Maybe he'll run into the bucket.
He ain't
Maybe he'll
running
run
no
into the
bucket. Bro, you ain't catching that thing.
Oh, is he going to come through the hole there?
Did he get to the hole?
What can you add, Hermie?
Well, Cameron, Haley, and I are enjoying this entertainment just like.
Oh, this dummy.
Wondering
You
if
ain't
somebody
getting
else
this. There you go. There you go. Coach it inside. No, come on.
I know the joke is NASCAR officials, they never make the right calls. They're always boneheaded. They can never just use their brain cells and make good officiating calls during a race. And it was in 2015 when officials and safety workers could not even make the right moves to be able to catch a rabbit that was running around the racetrack. They had to red flag the practice session at Bristol as
Bro,
Cole
you don't need
Custer was
7
at the top
guys
of the
to do
board
this.
leading. And they had to go chase a rabbit around the track, and it took them forever, and it
bro.
was hilarious.
You get one person to get that to go out. You don't need all those people,
Larry
man.
Mack up that Carl had been to the Weather Channel and he had not. So now let's go to
What is those
our
signs,
weather forecasters, our meteorologists. Atlanta, Hampton, Georgia, there's your finish line. You got to just take it on through.
And but you're standing in front of my monitor.
I'm sorry. There you go.
If you notice, we
Thought it
got
was
a
Steve
front
Ballmer
moving
for a
in
second.
up here through the Midwest, up to the Great Lakes. But if you notice down here in the Southeast, it's clear, which means race day here will be clear. It's going to be sunny with no rain in the forecast.
Yeah.
You can see that this front pretty
Shotgun
much has
a beer.
northeast movement up into the Canada area right there.
Give me some chill.
All right, not a bad start there, Larry.
Who's that?
He's doing it.
That guy looks familiar.
Here you
But
can
from
see we have a lot
Love on the Spectrum.
gathering down here in the Gulf Coast. But if you can notice, it's clear
There
up
you
through.
go. There you go.
Now, this is the Doppler radar here. You can see this little bit of front here. It's starting over in Utah, moving up into the Dakotas, and also down here in the Florida area, the panhandle of Florida. No, the panhandle's up here.
I don't know what's so funny right now.
It's clear in Atlanta, Georgia, which is what's important. I do like I see this. You can see we have this. The low pressure, and this is moving to another low pressure up here. And this is where, if you notice, if you remember the map a while ago, this is where that front was moving right up through here, above the low and the high pressure, which probably is going to mean that this group up in here, they're in for some cold weather very, very soon. I think winter is just upon them. We're supposed to be around 70 degrees. There you see the temperatures right here. This is on Sunday. If you
80,
can see
holy
down here in the
oh, right,
Southeast,
Fahrenheit.
in the 80s, somewhere up here where they're playing football, which who cares? This is the 70s. Now down here where they're playing the World Series, you see, you better put your jackets on. It's going to be cold in the Colorado Rockies out here. Look up here.
I thought it was Arizona.
In the 20s in the Northwest. But the good thing is, one more time, clear and in the high 70s.
Adjustments, wedge, track bar. You guys have really
Okay.
Well,
That's just Denny Hamlin. That is Denny Hamlin.
Right.
I think it's cooked.
What's
all
cooked?
we need to know. Run that truck through it one time. Let's see what happens.
No, don't do that.
The
What?
2010 Daytona 500 was under red flag because the track broke. Yeah, that was a video in itself. But Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin showed some hilarious moments between them two with an interview. It
That was
great
Kyle
for
Busch?
television.
Go back.
Yep. That's a
Holy-
school bus.
go back,
Showed
go back, go
some
back.
hilarious 500 was under red flag because the track broke. Yeah, that was a video in itself. But Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin showed some hilarious moments between them
didn't
two
even
with an
recognize
interview.
them.
It was great for television. Yep. That's a school bus, and it still blows my mind that this even happened at Watkins Glen in 2022. After practice, the school bus just drove on the track backwards. I don't know what was going on.
We have guys that have shown greatness on
Is he
road
lost?
courses, and one of those has to be the driver of the 8, Tyler Reddick. Maybe a surprise this year.
Imagine those
that he got
kids
his
on that
first
bus.
win, but he followed it right back up with some big
flooring that
finishes.
thing.
In the 2016 All-Star race, it was chaotic to say the least. The format was stupid, and the racing was even weirder. And Tony Stewart, in his interview, definitely expressed that.
I'm as baffled as everybody. I don't know how in the hell we were scored a lap down after they stopped the 20 car and they pit everybody together, lap down and lead lap and lap down. It's the most screwed up All-Star race I've ever been a part of. I'm glad this is the last one.
It's an All-Star race? Oh, they have an All-Star game?
Okay.
All-Star weekend?
Yeah.
They have a dunk
Yeah.
contest?
I'm all right, except I'm just madder than hell because I don't understand how in the hell they've officiated this whole thing from start to finish.
There's two parts of this story. We changed our right front spring once in practice, and Paul will appreciate this because he's a crew chief and a car guy. But in order to put a right front spring in, you got to lower the suspension down, and these cars have brake lines in them.
Size of this
And it's
bottle.
flexible brake line, but these the way the spring went in, the brake line was too short and it broke. So we changed the spring, and I went out on the track. And about that time, the yellow came out for practice. Somebody wrecked, and it was right at the end of practice. And so practice got canceled right there. But I was already out on the line. And for those of you that have been to Charlotte and know how that works, at the end of nationwide practice, Cup qualifying begins. And so for whatever reason, I don't remember exactly why, instead of doing a lap around the track and return to the garage, everybody did like this half lap backwards down that quarter-mile track they have at Charlotte. Well, I didn't realize I didn't have any brakes. So we grabbed like second or third gear. We're going like 65 mile an hour backwards around this racetrack. And I make this right-hander into the quarter mile. And the whole Cup field's there for qualifying. I mean, the whole Cup field. I'm going like 60 mile an hour. And I go to hit the brakes. Nothing. And all I can see is all these people, all these cars, and Jeff Gordon's cars right in front of me. I got no brakes, and I'm out of control. So I make this hard lap and go through the infield, and I'm just tear this car all up. And the record driver comes and gets me, and he yells in the window in this very southern voice, you know, a couple obscenities with basically saying, "What were you doing?" And I'm like, "I didn't have any brakes." So as it would happen, we replaced that brake line with another brake line that just happened to be even shorter and broke in the race.
Why?
So we get in the race, and we do this first run in the race. And I'm running pretty good. I'm running like 15th or 20th, which, again, for where I was at in my career was great. You know, it was awesome. That was all I could ask for. And there's a green flag pit cycle. And getting ready for the green flag pit cycle, and I push the brakes. We're halfway through the run, and the brake line breaks off this car. And so this car won't stop. So we talk about it for 15, 20 laps. And we're talking about, well, when this green flag pit stop comes, you know, we're going to have to get the car stopped because the car's not going to stop. You know, it's got no brakes. And we get on pit road, and I go to pull into my pit stall. And everybody jumps across the wall, jack in hand, everything. And everyone forgot that I had no brakes.
Oh, my God.
Right through the pit stall.
What?
So I go, this is in the middle of green flag pit stops. So I'm like 20 boxes down, no brakes. So the whole crew runs over and starts to push the car backwards. And I get Joey spotting the whole time, and Joey's over the rail going, "Oh, my God." You know, Joey's real exaggerated about it. And we finally they're pushing my car backwards really, really fast. And I get 5 stalls away, and they're pushing me backwards. And they do like this push-off motion, like a bobsled. And so what happens? I still have no brakes. So I'm going down pit road at what feels like 35 mile an hour. I know a human being can only run like 10 or 15, but it felt like this car was going 35 mile an hour. Backwards, under green, in the middle of green flag pit stops, no brakes. And, of course, so what happens? I go flying through pit box backwards and almost up on the racetrack backwards. And my dad comes over the radio at that moment and goes, "What part of no brakes don't you understand?" And he just goes off on these crew guys. And for me and for Joey, that was one of those moments where we bonded together and just have told that story. And Joey's been with me almost ever since. So that's how far Joey and I have come together.
Joe, you were driving without brakes?
All the time. So now you know the story.
Isn't that that's how it ended? That was the longest story ever. I don't even understand what he was talking about the whole time. So he was driving without brakes. His brakes broke. Well, you don't need brakes anyway, do you? I mean, I guess maybe here and there. Seems pretty unsafe, though. I don't know. I'm not a nice guy driver or anything, so I don't know. Guys, if you got a video like for me to watch or react to, post in my Discord. Thank you for watching, and kids, keep on driving.